me again. So I was talking to this white passenger, right? And he's telling me like, oh, over here in Gainesville, it used to not be called Gainesville. It used to have another name. And it used to be only black people. Like, he was saying, like, the white people back in the day. The white people pushed other black people to live in Gainesville. But it wasn't called Gainesville. It was called something else. And then they would go in there and hang them and kill them and rape them and this and that. And when everything started changing, then they changed the name to Gainesville, right? So, like, because, you know, we're in America. We got to hide our history. We can't let everybody know that here in Thompson, we're killing everybody. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't remember the name, but look it up. Because he was telling me the history or whatever. And he's telling me, like, in Lake Lanier, that he goes there, like, fishing and stuff, but don't go in the water because of, you know, the Lake Lanier history that, again, white people was killing the Native Americans. Well, he was saying Native Indians, but whatever. I guess it's the same people. But the other day I had a Native person here, and he's black. So I'm not saying like Indian Native Americans aren't black. I'm saying like, I don't know if it's the same group or if it's like different. I don't know. You know what? Native Americans, they all look different. Sometimes they're white, blonde, and other times they got afros and freckles. But yeah, I'm thinking like this is a white man that got his head on right. You know, he from the South, but I could tell his granddaddy was not a slave owner. I could tell, or maybe he was, and maybe his dad wasn't. Maybe his dad was the rebel that taught him how to like love all people. I don't know. We didn't talk about that. But I already told you, people from the South. And I was talking to another lady earlier today, and she verified. She from Ohio. She verified. People from the South, they racist. Like, even black against black, it'd be racist. It'd be like some weird shit. And I said, yes, I think it's because they be trying to like mimic what the white people do to other people. They be trying to mimic. And it's like, bro, it's 2026. Like, I get it. And I've been saying this. Segregation, slavery, that was not a long time ago. Like, MLK kids is still around. Like, his kids are well and moving around and shit, driving and shit. So you can't say like, oh, that shit was mad long ago, get with the times. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying like, the times is moving fast. You feel me? Like, I'm not saying it was a long time ago. I'm saying the times is moving fast and you got to get with it or get lost, baby. Especially like, if you look at, especially what's going on now, Spanish people just got here. If you're looking at the whole American history, Spanish people just got here in the fucking 70s and 80s. If you really want to be, now I'm sticking to my truth. My people, the Caribbean people, got here in the 70s and 80s when the drugs was going on. And already we getting deported. You feel me? Like, stuff is moving fast. You can't be, I'm getting off topic. Long story short, then this man started talking about we aren't from here. And I'm, because then we started talking about like the American government, how they have this in this program. And they just teach us the stuff that they want to teach us. And they hide a bunch of shit that they don't want us to know because they know it was fucked up. And this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yeah, because, you know, that's what happened. Oh no, this truck wants to make love. And what was I talking about? Oh, well, I was like, yeah, that makes sense because, you know, up in England, these fucking Americans, the ones that came here thinking they rule everything, they really nothing but stubborn teenagers because England was telling them what to do. And they had a problem with that, and they came over here and said, no, we're going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. And they've been teaching their kids, like, nah, we do this shit the way I want to do it. And then all these people come here, and they have the same mentality, like, nah, we doing the shit we want to do. That's why they want to tell us to, like, have more kids now. Don't have no kids now. Have more kids now. Don't eat this. Too much sugar. Eat more sugar. I'm getting off topic again. Back to the. Then he started talking about oh, because we're not really from here. And I'm saying, yeah, because they came from England, right? Like, everybody, only the natives are from here. He's like, no. I'm talking about, like, us people aren't from here. And we came here because wherever we used to live, like, human beings. He was like, human beings aren't from here. And the only reason we're here is because wherever we was living at, I just told ya, white people are, like, not white people, the Southerners, they like lack something. And they think that everybody else like think they stupid. But I'm saying if everybody else, not even from just the South, if everybody else is telling y'all that y'all need to eat more vegetables without frying them and soaking them in fucking chicken stock or whatever the fuck y'all grease them up on. If everyone is telling y'all gotta clear your fucking mind, maybe it's time to clear your fucking mind and read some fucking books. Y'all gotta read some fucking books. I digress again. He's talking about we're not from here and we came here because the place we're from, like our natural home, our original home, was falling apart, so we came here. But that's why here we can't live everywhere, because this is not our original place to live. We just like had to, what's that called? Like make this our home. Not habitat. Yeah, obviously we habitating. Whatever. Like get used to the environment. What's the word for it? But I'm going black right now. And I'm like, huh? He's like, yeah, because that's why in the equator it gets 100 something and nobody lives there. And in Iceland, nobody. And I'm like, yeah, because you know, a white man in construction clothes behind me. I'm not gonna argue with you, because I know y'all are the type. I'm about to drop you off in your house, and you will stab me in the neck and drag me in the house, say hello to your neighbors, and then no one will ever see me again. So I'm not gonna really argue with no whites. You feel me? With no whites with some strength in them. What? You're wildin'. So I'm like, oh yeah, There's not like countries in the equator. Like, isn't the Ecuador on the equator? Isn't that why it's called Ecuador? I mean, that's what I learned in school. But again, we talking about in school, they was lying to us. But isn't that what? Huh? He's talking about Iceland. But from what I heard, isn't Iceland like not cold at all? Isn't that the joke that Iceland is not cold, but Greenland is fucking freezing? Wasn't that what? Like, I don't know. Maybe I gotta look it up again. But isn't that what? You know what I'm saying? Like, not Arkansas. Might as well be Arkansas, but Alaska. Who the fuck want to live in Arkansas anyways? But Alaska is also not livable. But don't people live there? Like, OD people? Like what? Didn't we find out a couple years ago when Alaska finally had the ability to provide internet? Didn't we all find out there's actually like hoods in Alaska? Like what? And then if we go back, so what are you saying? Like the whole like Jesus thing, like whether you believe in him or not, right? Okay, that you can't prove. So let's go to like Egyptians, and cavemen, right? Because there's proof of that. And dinosaurs, they said there's proof of that. So you saying that's all fake? That's all fake? Because, and I'm saying that because you can't say not our earth, the world we was living in, we fucked it up, you know. So we came here, and you can see we didn't learn nothing because we still fucking it up. You can't say that, and then in that same tense, in that same like conversation, say, and you know, and that's why caveman. Because what? So you're telling me we had all the science to leave the world we was living in? We already know you cannot swim or walk around in space. We already know that. You need special equipment. You can't question that. You're telling me we had the science to get here, safely reproduce, right? We didn't get damaged in the process. Reproduce, and then had to learn again. We had to invent the wheel again. I don't know. That makes sense to me. I got interrupted, but do you know what I'm saying? So we had all that science, all that technology, and we came to Earth, and like we had to invent sliced bread again. Like, why would we not bring all that shit over? Why would we not bring it like on a book or something? We had to invent the wheel. We had nothing else to do, so we started making pyramids. We had to invent gravity. Not invent, but like, you know what I mean? We had to study gravity. So like, how was this? I don't know. Like, it brings too many questions when you think about it. It brings too much. Like, what? I don't know. It don't make sense. How many people came here then? If you like, if that's what you're not following the Adam and Eve. I don't know. It's like, and if you're not following the Adam and Eve storyline, right? Because you don't believe in Jesus or God or whatever. How many people came that we was able to fill up the whole world? I don't know. It just don't make sense. Like, it just don't make sense. I don't know. The car, motorcycles, bike, that's all pretty recent. So you're telling me like we had mad technology in the other world that we lived in, and we came here with like nothing. If you look at history, people weren't wearing clothes. right? But like, so we had to like, maybe we should wear more clothes. Maybe we should wear more clothes. Maybe we should hide our bras. Maybe we should hide our panties. Right? So why did we come here like that? Right? Because if that stuff that happened, like with time, we became civilized. You can't argue that. You can't argue that civilization came with time. Then, how are we living in the other world? Why were we comfortable being naked in the other world, but then got here and decided that we have to change? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. So this is why I be saying people in the South, they be so proud about they eat it. They collard greens. Maybe don't dip them in grease. Maybe don't dip them in grease. Eat some raw vegetable and read a book. Cause it's just too much. It's like, I don't know. That's like, I don't know. At first I was like, that's a funny thing. I'm gonna definitely say it in the video. But now the more I'm talking about it, I'm like, wait, but this sounds just as smart as you saying that the earth is flat. There's so much proof that it isn't flat. There's so much proof. Whatever, I'm here to pick up this person. I gotta go.